Shout out to my boy KB, who has been watching for the past couple years, man. I wouldn't be where I am, like without the viewers. So shout out to you guys. Whenever anyone is given a second interview, it obviously means the franchise thinks you could take it by the helms and be the next head coach. And the Houston Texans and Nick Caserio have granted Jonathan Gannon, 39 years old, the defensive coordinator from the Philadelphia Eagles, a second interview because he was that damn good. His first one, apparently he had great interviews with the Vikings, with the Broncos as well. Jonathan Gannon is building a name for himself from these interviews. And a lot of people want to know, well, who the hell is Jonathan Gannon? So I pretty much, have his resume here. From 2009 to 2011, he was a college scout and then a pro scout with the St. Louis Rams. So that's one thing that a lot of people like about Gannon is he has personnel experience. He knows what to look for. From high school to college, and then from college to the NFL. Was promoted within a year. So him having that background, is good to aid, into Nick Caserio. Jonathan Gannon, if you hire someone like this, it's a leadership hire. Everyone talks about how great he is as a leader, how great he is, energy wise. Before we get more on him, let's keep on going with this, with his resume. From 2012 to 2013, he was a defensive quality coach for the Tennessee Titans. 2014 to 2017 was the assistant DB coach and defensive quality coach under Mike Zimmerman with that Minnesota Vikings. So was there for a good minute and then gets a promotion, goes to Indy for 2 years under Frank Wright, is the defensive back coach, and then 2021 eventually gets your shot as the Eagles. DC had the 10th total defense in the NFL, 11 them passing, 9th in rushing. So he was able to do, to build a top 10 defense, so good on him. The main knock on him after watching a lot of Philadelphia Eagles, YouTubes, is that he just was scared. The soft, zone coverage, was giving too much respect to the QBs, no matter who it is. One of the things that they were asking him was to be more aggressive, to blitz the QB. Don't be scared of the name. That was something after the Buccaneers game, that they gave Tom Brady too much respect and didn't really get after him until they needed to. And then when they started sacking Tom Brady, it was already too late. That's what a lot of Eagles fans, are, do not like Jonathan Gannon and want him gone ASAP because, the guy just wasn't what they wanted in terms of being aggressive. And can you blame him? Another niche to this conversation is you have the Eagles fans who say, well, he never had the personnel. When your two best players are Fletcher Cox and Darius Slay, they were dead last and getting to the quarterback, second to the Eagles. To have a top 10 defense, we're basically not getting to the QB. It's obviously showing that you could do something great, as far as scheme-wise, as far as putting players in the right positions. When you listen to what the media and what other, experts and coaches say about Jonathan Gannon, they talk about his knowledge of the game. They call him the Mike Vrabel type, defensive-minded coach, leadership guy. You bring this guy in, and it's just his show, he's running it. So Jonathan Gannon is certainly building himself a name, but what does that look like? If Jonathan Gannon is hired, he has to be viewed as the front runner because, he's one of the first people given these second interviews. Someone who I think might be getting one is DeMeco Ryans. Look at what he did last night, to the Green Bay Packers. Consistently building his name. But for Jonathan Gannon to be the first one to receive, a second interview, I don't know how I feel about it. I like that what they're doing. They're going, Nick Caserio is spreading out his net wide. He's trying to interview as many people as he can. And whoever impresses him, man, he's going to go ahead and give him a shot. And with someone who's strictly, defense, as Jonathan Gannon is, the question is, who do you bring in to help develop Davis Mills? Is it still Pep Hamilton? Is it Clint Kubiak like the lead said he was? Shout out to the lead. He put a Twitter post with all the potential staff that Jonathan Gannon could hire if he is the head coach for the Houston Texans. So take a look at that. However, let me know what you guys think about the Texans, giving Jonathan Gannon a second interview. As always, go Houston Texans. You guys have a blessed day.